It's all the rage in college towns around the country.
The Barstool Blackout Tour.
Touring the nation, leaving nothing but a path of destruction in its wake.
These blackout parties are so popular.
People who live in this area say they've never heard or seen anything like this.
All 2,500 tickets sold out in less than a minute.
2,000 teens.
2,500 young people.
I did terrible things in a blackout.
The party here got out of control.
Unplanned sexual encounters.
Debaucherous behavior.
One girl told them she'd been bitten in the leg.
Dose bottles!
Dose bottles of what?
Vodka! It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your kids are?
What up? This is Dante. I'm originally from Worcester, Mass. Live in Chicago, Illinois now. Started the Blackout Tour 3 years ago. I've been doing it ever since.
Are you ready? 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 I'm ready. 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 Let's get fucked up.
Been working with Dave and Barstool since day one. Dave hit me up and said, we gotta start throwing some college parties for this company. You know, can you do it? Blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, as long as the schedule works out.
Yeah, my name's Devlin. I previously interned for Barstool about 3-4 years ago. I was called like the intern slave. That I did like links of the day and kind of random blogging stuff. And when that ended and college ended, I kind of was done with Barstool. And then El Perez came back to me and was like, I'm starting this Blackout Tour. Do you want to come on and have an adventure?
Everybody in the club go to work. I'ma rock to the beat till it hurt. Everybody in the club go to work. I'ma rock to the beat till it hurt.
Fuck you. Fuck everything about you. Oh, Blair.
Hey, East Strasburg! Who wants to get fucking shit-faced tonight? Hey, East Strasburg! Who wants to fucking black out tonight? Hey, East Strasburg! Who wants to fucking bring the Barstool Blackout belt back to ESU tonight?
name's Paul. I'm known as the sales guy. I started working at Barstool in 2009. Actually, scratch that. I started working at Barstool when it started in a free capacity, just helping promote parties in Boston. In order to pay my salary, Dave Portnoy, El Perez said, you have to do sales. So I figured out how to do sales and covered my salary doing sales for a couple of years, and that's how I got started.
My name is DeLong. I write on Barstool Philly for covering the Flyers, and I'm also part of the Barstool Blackout Dream Team. First got involved with the tour, I lived across the street from Dave when I was going to college, and I used to see him all the time, and he tweeted out that he needed help with a video. So I helped him out with a hockey video because I have a hockey background, and then from there turned into an internship. And then the guy that was running the tour kind of left right as I got into Barstool, and I kind of just fell right into his place. And I've been doing that for the past 2 years.
What is the Barstool Blackout Tour? It's the best thing and the worst thing that's ever happened to me, pretty much.
It's basically taking hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of production, putting it into a venue, and creating a house party vibe.
For me, like, the Blackout Tour is, you know, a super crazy show. Someplace where you're gonna see stuff you won't see anywhere else, whether that's girls dancing on stage or Smurfs dancing with Darth Vader coming out of nowhere, and you're hearing an EDM set with DMX playing all of a sudden. Like, it's just stuff, it's unexpected, I think is the best way to describe the Blackout Tour. It's just, it's unexpected every second.
You're incorporating the crowd into it. It's not necessarily all about the DJ and the production. It's just as much about the crowd as it is the person playing the music, the guys behind the scene doing the lights, doing the sound, all that stuff.
If you've been to one, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, you probably have, you know, some assumptions and shit, and they're all right, but we throw pound for pound the best party going that there is. Not many people can say they've been doing a nationwide tour for 3 years and consistently selling out shows on a week-to-week basis like we can, but we have.
It's probably the craziest party that you've ever seen. I mean, the perfect example I have is my dad came to the East Stroudsburg show one time because he had no idea what we were, and he was like, I've been a cop for 25 years, and I've seen some pretty crazy things, and this was by far the craziest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. So I think that pretty much sums up how the tour is.
1, 2, 3, go!
Yeah, the early days were like the Wild Wild West. We weren't really in venues. We were in fraternity basements around. We would go to, basically, we had an open email where kids could say, we want you to come to our house, essentially.
First, I'll never forget, first one was at Clemson. It was an absolute shit show. We were in a basement. It felt like a sauna. TJ'd for like 5 hours, lost like 10 pounds. It was bonkers. We had like generators set up outside, running all the lights and shit off gas. But it was nuts, and kids loved it.
Yeah, I remember setting up the lights, and it was only like 3 of us. El Perez was, flew down for that show just to like check it out and everything. And I remember looking around the frat basement with him with, these like green twinkly lights. So, literally probably out of Spencer's Gifts, like just bottom of the barrel. Like, high school kids could put on a better light show than us, but like the atmosphere was still there that night.
So we did 6 or 7 of those. We were actually going to cancel the Blackout Tour right before the last one that we did in West Virginia.
Didn't really work out at first, to be honest. We had some absolute flops with shows like Indiana, Wisconsin. We had like 10, 15 people show up at some of these shows, and then I'll never forget, Iowa City just blew up, and we shot a video for it, posted it. Looked like the best party ever, which it honestly was. And then we started getting calls from all over the place saying, bring this to our school, our frat.
Kids started asking for it, being like, come here, come here, come here. So we tried to go to as many campuses as we could based on email interest, essentially.
That's what we started with. Now, I mean, our production's like, we go toe to toe with like anybody, man. We have 2 custom built lasers that are like 60 grand a pop. We have, you know, Sharpies, which are unbelievable lights. We have a, you know, $100,000 LED screen.
You know, it's been wild. It's definitely been wild seeing it go from a dungy basement at Clemson with Spencer's gift lights to, you know, what we have now, you know, major laser production. You know, we've done foam shows, the video screen, the, you know, types of mascots and entertainment stuff we have. Like, it's just all so over the top, and it, like, it really did be, you know, you took a speck of dust and you somehow made it into, I don't know, whatever analogy you want to take, like a sandcastle. I don't know what you make out of dust, but.
You know, it's just word of mouth. Obviously the videos, like the YouTube videos. The first year when shit got crazy with like the news covering us all the time, Dave going on Inside Edition, you know, us getting banned from places and shit. I mean, that only made us stronger and more popular. So, you know, once you start banning us from places, kids only want to come more and more. So we were white hot. So, I mean, we were selling out shows in under 2 minutes, doing shows like 5,000 to 7,000 people. Kids coming and actually being like, wow, this is legit. And it's a lot cheaper than, you know, going to a fucking festival and seeing some guy push play and, you know, stand around the whole time.
I don't think any of us expected it to happen. I knew that the Barstool brand was strong. I didn't think that we'd be able to come to a place like we're at now, the Sherman Theater in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, which I never heard of before we came here first, and have our 8th show in 3 years. So that's surprising. No, so I didn't think it would last as long as it did. There's definitely been some bumps on the road, but it's 3 years strong, and not a lot of people can say they've done 3 years, 160 shows, and sold out 130 of them, and it's all, I don't know, all because of the Barstool brand, and obviously Dante and the whole idea. People love it.
Well, you can tell everybody, yeah, you can tell everybody, go ahead and tell everybody, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man, yes I am, yes I am, yes I am. Well, you can tell everybody, yeah, you can tell everybody, go ahead and tell everybody, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man, yes I am, yes I am, yes I am. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Well, you can tell everybody, yeah, you can tell everybody, go ahead and tell everybody, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man, yes I am, yes I am, yes I am. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man, yes I am, yes I am, yes I am. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man.
The dream team, yeah, I mean, they're just, it's a bunch of ragtag guys that really have no business doing what we're doing. Me, myself, I learned all this on my own, just doing it. So the experience is really, it's all been like an internship for all of us.
You know, first year of the tour, we had, you know, me, Devlin, we had sales guy, Paul, who kind of manages the whole tour, and he's, you know, as much in both feet of Barstool Sports completely and Blackout as anybody, and he obviously answers right to El Prez.
I mean, there are people that, like, you know, intern for tour managers for years and years and years, and then like take over tours. Like Paul just got thrown in the fire, and now he's a legit tour manager. I mean, he does fucking advancing at some of like the biggest venues in the country, like on a week-to-week basis. You know, he deals with like production, lighting, head of house, like, I mean, he's a legit tour manager. Like, he could fucking run any tour in the country right now.
Dante, our DJ, he's been with us since the first show in Clemson. The first year also had Zolo, who's like our music guy on Barstool U, and he was kind of like definitely a huge brainchild, or, you know, idea guy for like what kind of came about, like what we were doing. Like he knew this was like a thing we needed to push, like, you know, right away.
I mean, Zolo is, I know he gets a lot of shit, but this thing wouldn't be anywhere without that kid. Like, you know, he fucking killed it the first year. especially with what we had to work with. I mean, we had dog shit to work with. He made it work. You know, I made the music work, but he did everything else.
And I think the first year also, Feidelberg, one of the bloggers, he wasn't a full-time blogger at that point. He was, you know, kind of mixing in between with us. And then we had a couple other kind of random guys that just kind of helped us out, like Set Up and Take Down.
We used to have Feidelberg on the tour, which those were like the glory days when he was on the road with us, because he could fucking party, and he was a great mascot. He was great on stage dancing. He brought a lot of energy to the show. Devlin, who has been around since day one, he kind of started off, he didn't really have a role at first. He was just kind of, Dave just said, we need fucking help. And he's evolved into, I mean, he like leads off our show. He does the intros. He's like, you know, almost like the face of the show, and the fact that, you know, he did the Vader thing for 2 years. You know, now he does, you know, a different intro every night. He just kills it. He's great at what he does. You know, he like lives for this shit.
You know, and that's the first year of the tour. That's why I say it was so funny. Like that's when we were leaving September 1st and coming back November 1st. Like we were out there, and you know, eating wicked shitty, and you know, cramming in hotel beds, and you know, we had no money and everything else, so it was just always a grind.
We used to have Delo. He just left a week ago. He was another, you know, brought a lot of energy to the show. He loved to, you know, interact with the crowd and bring the girls up on stage. That was kind of his deal. And he was a good driver too. He would do a lot of the early morning commutes when everyone else was hungover and passed out. We have Bob, one of Paul's guys from Boston. He's like head of production, does a lot of the like, you know, setup breakdown, like front of house stuff. He's a great dude. We got Shane, this laser guy, who's total like laser tech nerd, but he's awesome at what he does.
Yeah, my relationship with everyone's probably a little different than everyone else's with each other, because I'm supposedly overseeing and the boss. So I have to be kind of a dick sometimes, which is tough because I'll consider them like friends. So it's a unique position where my boss and we don't really hang out outside of work. So it's like when he's being an asshole or up me for something, it's just like we're friends, but we're not like hanging out at the bar after. These guys I hang out with after. So it's hard for, I think, us to realize that we're friends, but when we're at work, we're at work. So when I lay into them for something at the show, it's nothing personal.
And that, you know, how did we live with each other? I really don't know. Like there was definitely a lot of tension, and there was, you know, I wouldn't say drama, because, you know, everything was always out in the open, but there was definitely plenty of tense times and stuff. And it was weird, like, I think everybody got a gist of, you know, we could give each other shit in a bad way, like during setup and takedown during the show, and then separate that and just be cool while we're driving, you know, 10 hours to Virginia or whatever.
Oh yeah, and then we got Hank too, who he's a video guy, but he's really not that great at videos for our shows, which is weird because, again, like Gaz, who has no fucking schooling or anything in video production, taught himself how to use like Final Cut and make videos, and he kills it with these videos. And then you got Hank, who went to school for it, supposedly, allegedly, and does these videos and picks like the weirdest songs ever, and the videos are just like give you a seizure when you watch them. You can't tell where they are, who's who, or anything, but he's our video guy. But when he comes to shows, he's fucking awesome, because I'll be spinning and I'll look over to my left and he'll just be grinding on, honestly, like if you look out on stage or out in the crowd and you pick out like the top 3 hottest girls, give it like half an hour, 45 minutes, Hank will have them on stage like grinding their ass on his dick, like without a doubt. every time, every show. He doesn't seal a deal with anything, but it's all for show, and he makes it look good.
I think if you came into this job just wanting to drink booze and talk to girls, you wouldn't survive, because that's, you know, one, not what it really is, but two, like, you know, you can't focus on like the real things. Like, you have to, you know, I guess like act in a sense. Like, that's what you're all about. Like, when you're on stage and doing that stuff, like, that's definitely a part of just like, I don't know, like cultivating the atmosphere. But it's not what actually like goes on behind the curtain.
People think we live this like glamorous life, you know, like all these guys do is party and hook up with girls and, you know, act like idiots. It's not even close to that. I mean, you know, like, we do a show, I mean, we set up for 5 hours before the show, we do the show, we break down the show for, you know, 2 or 3 hours. We might get 3 or 4 hours of sleep, and then we pack in the truck and drive to the next show and, you know, do it all over again.
You know, I don't know, like, I'm actually surprised, like, none of us have ever like punched each other. Like, there's never been like a super bad fight or anything like that. I mean, there's definitely been a lot of yelling and maybe like threats of that, but it's never been like a blow-up situation.
It kind of screws up just everything, like relationships, you know, your personal life. It just sucks. I mean, like, I'm gone, you know, 7 months out of the year. I'm gone, you know, 3-4 days a week, every week. I'm not complaining. You know, I have like one of the best jobs in the world, but that's definitely difficult. I mean, the traveling part, it was fun at first. Now it's a fucking nightmare. Like, airports are the worst. Hotels are disgusting.
Yeah, the biggest challenge I had initially was getting people to sign off on what we were, because they heard the bad press about its, you know, destruction and, you know, drunken kids and all that stuff. So that's always been the biggest hurdle for me, is at the beginning was getting venues to sign off on it. 95% of them, once they have us once, they want us back. And the 5% that don't have us back, it's not because they don't want us back, it's because of the outside pressure from either school administrations, city officials. Kids are really, guys that people that aren't even actually ever at the show. They just hear and they just want to downplay the, you know, what we are, or they don't like the website. They don't like Barstool Sports, the website. So they block us out because of that.
It's all the rage in college towns around the country. They're called blackout parties, where people party so hard that some of them, well, black out. Lisa Guerrero and the I Squad look at the mayhem that ensues when these parties come to town.
They're called blackout parties, and with scantily clad college co-eds dancing to the pounding music, they're the hottest late-night events going. The parties are advertised on a popular website called barstoolu.com. It's known for its off-color blogs and photos of sexy co-eds. Many college girls who want to stand out flock to the blackout parties dressed in skimpy shorts and neon bras that glow in the dark under the black lights and strobes.
These blackout parties are so popular that at a recent event, all 2,500 tickets sold out in less than a minute.
This is the man behind the blackout party craze. 35-year-old David Portnoy comes to work in a tank top. His headquarters is in this dingy office outside Boston that looks more like a messy college dorm. Portnoy insists his parties are safe.
So blackout party does not refer to getting so drunk you black out?
No, it doesn't. I mean, a lot of people are saying that. It's obviously a catchphrase for us, but we don't mean it in the literal sense of blackout, so you pass out.
At New York's Roseland Ballroom, the sign says it all. Barstool Blackout Tour sold out.
I think that is kind of what makes us successful, because the adversity is kind of what feeds it. Kids see that, you know, police are shutting them down, or, you know, that the school doesn't want us to go. It's like any college kid, you tell them they can't do something, they want to do it that much more. So that's actually helped. I mean, we don't have to go out and really get promoters per se, because the media promotes a lot of these shows themselves, like where we're at now. Tickets were slow at first, and then all the local media started picking up, being like, Barstool's Blackout's coming again, like everyone braced themselves, and then tickets fly. So it really promotes itself, luckily. They think that they're hurting us, but I feel like it's actually just creates more buzz.
Overall, Blackout Tour has been, like I said, it's been the best thing and the worst thing that ever happened to me.
Second year of the tour, personally, was great. September was a wild month. I definitely had that was September of last year was like my most Blackout Tour-ish. Like that's like the stuff you would hear about, like stereotypical whatever, like that's what happened. And that was like really cool.
On the positive side, obviously, like, you know, I get to play in front of crowds that people would like kill to play in front of. You know, we have the best crowds going. These kids come here and they party their ass off. It's just nonstop energy. You know, and they keep coming back, which is like the best sign of, you know, you're doing your job well. So it's been awesome. And, you know, there's no better feeling than knowing like, you know, you do a good job at what you do no matter what it is. So that's been great.
You know, it's been cool. I mean, you know, I've obviously gotten to, I think I've traveled like 80,000 miles in the past 2.5 years. You know, I've seen tailgates in southern places that I never thought I'd see, you know, schools I never obviously got to go to and I get to experience. And, you know, when I look at that stuff, it's outside of the chicks and all that stuff like that, that's great too. But just the experiences like I've gotten to have been awesome.
Overall, though, I mean, to have it go where it started and to where it is now, and having 3 years of turning profit, I couldn't really ask for anything more.
How would I sum up the Blackout Tour in 5 words? Sex, drugs, and debauchery. That's actually 4 words. But
5 words. This is going to be word association. You got me here. The first thing that comes to mind for me at this point is it's tiring. Second would be girls. Third would be alcohol, which could get me in trouble. 4 would be police, and 5 would be Viva la Stool.
One, two.